Previously on Two Past Midnight.
Hear me out here, Emmett. If you see here on the map, this kind of river bend. Now, I know I've been to this location before, and I know it was a top secret mission, and I never got the information, but I've just all of a sudden got this feeling that we're on the right track. And that when we terminate this close to this river here, we're going to find what we need.
Lieutenant Bruce, are you sure about this place you have been to before?
And I look him straight in the eyes, as dead as I can, and yeah.
You guys had been up here. You had that little interaction with Rose. He went a separate way from you guys. You guys continued to the southwest. LT remembered that he had escorted the intelligence officer guy months ago, way back in like the probably late fall, winter-ish timeframe in the build-up to Operation Reset, that he had escorted him to a location in this area and looked at the map and realized it was right. Shema. There was like a rail yard, basically, with like some industrial buildings was where he'd escorted him to, and was kind of like, that might be the spot. You saw the blue trucks go by, like head to the south while you guys were in this hex north of this town here. And you've been continuing to the southwest, headed towards the location of the research facility. That's pretty much where we're at right now. I believe there was fish eating because people were hungry. And there was, that kind of shit in the last go-round.
Whoa. Oh, and I ate my last ration. That's right.
And it was nighttime. So your normal nighttime is usually, if I remember correctly...
Merrick is on watch during...
Yeah, and Murph is usually...
And Murph was setting up camp,
Yeah.
And it was night, but we go through the night, and like I said before, if anyone wanted to spend those XP that you guys got at the end, you are more than welcome to now.
Gosh, I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, you did give us XP.
Yep.
What's up with that?
I know I asked you for a reminder on rogues for XP.
Are you sure that's what that was?
Yeah, because I didn't do it time. It's like, well, you have to rest anyway, so it doesn't matter that you forgot.
Yeah, whereas you guys were resting here, and I'd said, if you guys want to spend it, be my guys, spend it, and then between now and then.
D to a C is 10, right?
Correct. That sounds right.
So...
Kyle, roll me a D6, by the way.
If you have anything...
That would be a 5.
If you have anything... medical, whether it be fallout, bacterial infection, anything, stamina helps you with that on the rolls, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to take my stamina from a D to a C.
It also helps you if you get critted to stabilize.
Yeah.
Well, to not stabilize, but to not die if you get like a lethal crit while you wait for someone to come stabilize you.
I am going to spend 10 to take my stamina from a D to a C.
Nope. The only thing I would increase, I don't think I did. I haven't done since I made it do, so.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we go through the night, and the sun comes up next day. It is sunny, and the 13th of July. So I guess you guys would switch watch. Who's on watch?
Yep. Merrick's going to go to sleep.
Emmett. LT.
Emmett would take over for the morning shift.
LT?
Watch, because LT is not doing that.
Why not? I mean, if you're going to do it, now's the time. Now's the time to make it interesting.
Maybe not that interesting.
I am going to scrounge.
Okay.
Or no. Do we have the means to hunt?
Forage.
Forage.
Yeah, and you're in a woodland hex, and it is summertime, which I believe all of those things affect it. I think... Hold on. foraging, you get a +1 for the hex you're in, and I think you get another +1 for the season. Hold on. Nope, 0. So it's, +1 for woodland hex.
A 3 and a 6, 1 success.
Okay, so you're able to find 1 ration worth of food. What do you find?
I'm
assuming it was food, and you didn't specify, so...
Yeah, it was food that I'm looking for. I find mushrooms.
A whole day's ration worth of mushrooms.
A day's rations worth of mushrooms.
That's a lot of mushrooms.
Hey, once you find that first one, they usually are blanketing the area.
Yeah. Brian, the recon roll for observing.
Recon roll is a C and a C. There's no bonuses. That is an 8 and a 2. So 1 success.
All right. Yep, everything seems fine. You don't really notice anything. The morning goes along uneventful. Do you and LT want to talk about anything while you're up? No?
LT, you got anything?
You come back with mushrooms.
Playing
LT.
with my mushrooms.
All right, so LT comes strolling back to camp with the mushrooms. Merrick and Murph are starting to wake up. Kyle, roll me a weather roll for the daytime.
That would be a 3.
Still clear.
Hey, I found some mushrooms. I mean, it's not a lot, but I mean, just trying to not to get too behind on food.
Do you know the difference between...
Oh, yeah, these are absolutely edible. Yep. These are actually a delicacy. I mean, people used to pay a lot for these kind of things back home.
You didn't happen to see any craters around, did you?
No, I did not pull this from a massively irradiated area, if that's what you're wondering.
That is what I'm wondering.
that we know of?
Good Lord.
I mean, when he
just
gave you
thinking-
those carrots, to be precise, he did not know it was a highly
No, I do not blame
irradiated
him.
area.
But he was out walking around. I want to make sure, he sees good with his eyes.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really miss these bright chanterelles. And again, I don't think they glow under a black light. I think we're good to go here. If it's that big a deal, I'll just eat it myself.
I myself, the player, doesn't know a fucking thing about mushrooms. Is that a good mushroom?
Delicious.
Okay.
Bright yellow.
Ask the Boy Scout.
Yeah. Okay, I believe you. I've
Yeah,
hated
but-
mushrooms
Skinny,
my whole
tiny
life.
caps come out of cow dung.
yes, but are they native?
Purple
Are
veins.
chanterelles native to Poland?
I looked that up before I made that decision. That's why.
There you go, Kyle.
That was just me pretending to be the fact checker.
All right, so what is your guys' plan? What are you going to do? It is daytime. It is sunny.
Well, for once, we have a genuine, we think, goal
I mean, we always have a
or
goal.
location.
Yeah, we have thought that before. This is not New Hope. This is the same tattered, blown the dust off hope that we've had for 3 years now.
Okay, so we are 30 kilometers from train station.
It's the afternoon, so we should be able to make it while we still have light. That'll make us a little easier to see, but it'll also make us hopefully be able to see a little better as we approach.
Yeah, it's better that we could wait, get close, and then go in slower. Someone get HR on the phone. Just the tip. Just a little bit.
Don't you think it would be a good idea if, when we get close, we stop, maybe observe for a decent period of time?
I think rules as written, we would still have to be in the same hex. But, yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense to me.
All right. Well, then I say we gather up our stuff here and let's try and make haste.
All right, so a recon roll for whoever's on watch while you guys are moving, and a navigation roll, survival roll for whoever's navigating.
I think Murph is doing both of those.
Yeah, I think that's been the... All right, well, let's start with the, I guess, navigation. Seven and a 5, so that is 1 success.
Mm-hmm.
And the recon. 7 and a 7. So 2 successes.
All right. Yeah, you guys move along, and you're able to move those 2 hexes, and it's pretty fucking quiet. As you're going, you'll see, as I'd said before, like a house that's been, taken out by the conflict of some sort, an old farmhouse, or you'll see like this small village that's just like burnt to the ground. But for the most parts, you don't really run into anybody else for those next 2 hexes for the daytime. And Kyle, roll me a weather roll for the evening.
A 4, nothing happens.
Still clear skies.
We should probably mark, like, I don't know, a house, a fucked up village, something as like a rally point in case things go super duper sideways.
Yeah, I agree. I think that'd be a good idea.
A rendezvous point in this hex.
Yeah.
One hex out from...
Mm-hmm. Like whether it's, a fucked up house or something that would provide some kind of cover that could be our air quotes.
Yeah. How's your survival, Bruce?
B and a D.
Okay, and Emmett, you're a C and a C?
C and a C.
Okay. Okay. What I was thinking was we could try to use that bend in the river as a navigation point, maybe.
I mean, if you want to say it's an old fucked up farmhouse, I'm fine being like, hey, it's an old fucked up farmhouse, like whatever.
I was just trying to think of.
Narratively speaking, we don't need to clear the house and make sure there's no diseased dead bodies inside and all that things.
Yeah, no, just I just meant like a partially collapsed fucking house. I'm okay with that. Or near the bend in the river or something like that. Whatever narratively fluff wise you guys want to.
I think a fucked up house that would provide a little bit of cover, but a landmark that's easy to rally back to.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking the bend in the river, because worst case scenario, we could follow the river to that location and kind of go from there. Because not all of us have really great survival. It's mediocre at best.
Yeah, that's a good landmark.
Okay.
It'd still require a survival roll.
For sure.
Just go to the wrong house. The wrong fucked up house on the river.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the narrative fluff.
Thank you.
From a mechanical standpoint, still
it doesn't do anything. Yeah.
All right, so it's starting to head into evening. You guys are, sun's still out at this point. It's not setting or anything yet, But what's your plan? You're 10 kilometers out from your destination, which is half a shift of travel.
Well, we've got our landmark, our fallback point. So, I would like to move in and set up an OP.
It'll work for me. Let's move up, set up a observation point, and we'll See if there's any activity still at the train station that we're headed to.
What do you think? Would it be a good idea as we're getting... I mean, we're not going to know exactly, but as we get close, that maybe I go up on my own, sneak in, see what I can see, and bring you guys up? So that we're not all just traipsing along?
Well, I mean, I'd say that would be the best bet. We'll set up back to where we are not able to be observed and then let you go in and take a look around.
Do we want to do that from our current position? Maybe make camp here at rendezvous point and then allow Murph to recon? It will take more time, but if we are in caution, maybe it's best caution.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. The only problem would be, I mean,
Half a shift
the person
there, half
who
a shift
knows.
back.
Well, not only that, but also the fact that the person who knows the most information is, I mean, LT here. So
Okay, so we debrief, like have conversation about what is thing, what is where, huh?
that's fine by me. We'll, we can set up camp here.
Okay. So mechanically, since Murph is going, I guess I have B&B recon and B&D survival. I guess is probably Merrick's job to make camp.
Okay, then it would take watch, I guess, while you set up camp.
Okay,
If
so
Murph is heading out.
and LT is debriefing him on information regarding train.
Correct.
Okay, this sounds like solid plan.
All right, LT, what you remember about the place was it was a rail yard. The tracks, for the most part, run north to south. There are some industrial buildings around the tracks, both on the east side and on the western side of the tracks. There's more on the western side than the eastern side. And you guys are to the northeast of it. To the northeast of the train tracks, you remember there being like a more wooded area with potentially more cover. But, yeah. And there's like to the south of it, like directly to the south of the train yard is a railroad bridge that goes over the river. And then further west of that, there's a normal like traffic, like road bridge to the southwest of the rail yard. So there you go. That's the information.
Typical train station stuff.
I mean, it's a decent size. Like the whole area, I mean, we're talking like buildings and shit, probably 500 meter by 500 meter area, you know? So about half a click by half a click. Ballpark.
When I picture Murph doing this, I have this image of my mind of like Willem Dafoe in Platoon with that like kind of crazy smile as he runs off on his own.
So wooded area to the northeast, train track heading south out of the rail yard, buildings to the east of the rail yard, buildings to the west of the rail yard. More buildings are on the western side than the eastern side, and to the south out of those buildings is where the bridge comes through, like from the road south. And there's a road that comes in on the northwest, and then, you know, wooded area to the northeast. So there you go. That's the basic layout.
So my best bet is to come in from the northeast and be able to observe from the wooded area.
Probably, yeah.
Ref, I got 1 success on survival and 1 success on recon to hide it.
Do you want to push the recon to hide it roll?
I did, and I got
it's still
nothing.
1 success? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys are back there, and Murph, you haven't headed out quite yet, but you guys talk about anything before Murph goes heading out on the night moves? I love the circular nature of this campaign, by the way.
Didn't we start out with night moves?
Yeah. No, we didn't start off with that. That was when Murph went in to go check out Parjouf.
Oh.
Oof. Well, it wasn't so bad that time. It was when we all went in that it got really bad.
It actually got bad when you got back to the camp, and that was when the captain was there. That was what that was.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Murph is just like, hey, I'm going to go do my thing. If my plan is to spend a couple of hours at least observing, but you don't see me by, because it's half a shift, right? If you don't see me by morning, you might have an issue.
Okay, good luck, Mr. Murph. We will see you when you come back.
Hey, Murph. Don't take any unnecessary risks. We made it this far. I know you know what you're doing, but there's no reason to push this issue.
No, I'll do my best. If Rose is doing the same thing that we're doing, there's a chance he could get the drop on me. Who knows? But I have this feeling that he's going to be here too. So I'll be back. And if I'm not, good luck.
Splitting the party. Splitting the party.
Captain Emmett, do you think he will come back?
I mean, so far, every time he's gone out, he's come back. As far as I'm concerned, he's one of the best.
Okay.
So, there is, I mean, as far as anybody on this planet that is this side of the grass, he's the one I trust the most with my life. So,
Okay.
Lord wills it, he'll be back.
The dice will decide that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, Murph, roll me a navigation roll. So, survival.
8 and a 2, so 1.
Okay. And then recon roll for
And
observation.
you're going to use the infiltrator?
Well, this isn't that one. This is a normal, like, you observing one.
Oh, I'm already there? Okay.
No,
I
this
didn't
is
know
you
if
going there, observing on your way there. So
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. This is traveling that hex.
Gotcha. 7 and a 6.
Okay. So 2 successes. All right.
Yeah. Rolling lots of 7s.
All right. Roll me also on top of that 2d10.
2 and a 9.
All right, so you get to about like you're going along, and it's the sun's starting to move further towards the horizon, and you get to a point, and you're about half a click, about 440 meters or so away, and you can see just over top of these trees. You can actually see what looks like it might be that area up ahead, but you can't really. Like, you can see the tops of the buildings. That's about it. You can't really see anything on the ground level yet.
So now it's time to go into snooping and pooping mode.
Mm-hmm. So roll me a recon roll. And this would be the infiltrator.
Yep. So A and an A.
Mm-hmm.
11 and a 7. What the fuck is with the 7s? So 3 successes.
All right. So you start moving in, and, you know, there's like clumps of trees and lots of foliage and stuff like that, and little clumps and patches and stuff as you're moving in. And you kind of start getting to this point where you're about 200 meters or so, where you can actually get a better view of the train yard, right? And let me move just you over to the map, since you're the only one there.
Ew, I'm special.
Chris, can you see where you are?
Yep.
All right, so you come around that little bit of foliage right there to your west and to your southwest. Those brown lines that are running north and south from where you are, that's actually train tracks.
Okay, I got you.
Right. Like each one of those brown lines with black on the outside is a train track. So there's like, what is that, 6 tracks individually that you can see running north and south. There's more foliage to your south, It's kind of obstructing your view of that area. You can see some buildings directly south of you on this side of that tree line.
Oh, yeah.
On the eastern side of the tree line, there's some buildings down there too. But yeah, the train yard kind of looks like it's over there to your west.
Okay, I would like to move southwest through the foliage to get to the like edge right here.
Well, that part's going to be shrubbery.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that bottom corner, there's foliage right there.
Okay, I can.
But you can also see there's more foliage ahead, further east. Or
Yeah, I
west.
just want
Sorry.
to move slowly, observe, move, observe.
And you got 3 successes, right?
Yeah, I got 3.
All right.
So can I move my guy, or do I need to roll?
Yeah, you can move. Yeah, you can move wherever the hell you want. Not wherever the hell you want, but yeah, within like reason. All right, so you move a little bit further, and you can kind of see further to your southwest. You can see some more areas of buildings right there. You can see there's a demolished building to your southwest, right here, like on the other side of the tracks there. But you can also just barely make out another building, like to the north and to the west of that. And you can see a couple other buildings in all of that. I put a lot of work into this map, by the way. But you can see that there's more buildings to the west. And actually, let me give you a better layout just because, for shits and giggles. Hold on. I'm going to turn off the dynamic lighting for you just so you can get a general idea of like tops of buildings and shit like that you would be able to see. So there you go.
Okay.
But I'm assuming you'd probably move to this here so you can get a good view of what's going on there, right?
That's
to the further west, there's another patch of foliage there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the plan. And then
You could do that. I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. That would be another recon roll to move in that much closer to there.
yeah, because I would think I would have to kind of go south and then west
Yeah, whatever.
in order to.
I mean, don't be too specific on it. It would just be a recon roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do that. 7 again. And a 12.
All right.
So 3 again. God, don't fuck me later.
All right. So you move into within about 100 meters of the buildings to the.
So is that
You
good?
probably want to move back one because now you're in shrubs. But
Okay.
There you go. But yeah, so you move in about 100 meters of it. And yeah, I mean, this is kind of what you're seeing right now. You don't see any activity. You don't see any people moving around. It just seems fucking quiet.
I'm going to post up there.
Okay.
Get on the ground, make myself a nice little hidey hole, use brush and stuff to cover me like a homemade ghillie suit. And just use the binoculars and then if I want to use the scope to check out, look at building windows, that sort of thing. Looking for any kind of protection on their side. Counter sniper, essentially.
Yeah, so you're getting your little spot and you're watching this for a while and the sun's starting. You said you were going to sit here for a few hours, right?
Yep.
All right, so yeah, so the sun's moving closer to the horizon and it's getting closer and closer. And it's not quite sunset yet, but the sky is starting to dim a little bit. And you're looking around and the buildings, a lot of the windows have been blasted out. And you're kind of panning through and you don't really see any movement. You'll see some birds fly by every once in a while, a pigeon maybe. And it's fucking quiet.
I'm definitely checking the buildings on the south too, right? So
Yeah, I imagine you're checking every building you can see. Yeah.
Yep, and looking like, hey, that's where I would post up if I was.
Yeah, you're scanning along the top, like, because these are like 2-story buildings, right?
Yep.
So you're kind of scanning along the top floors of them, looking along the rooftop on the corners and right there on the ledge, and just you don't see anybody posted up here.
Just a big facility.
Yeah, it looks like maybe it was like a small, like, factory town of some sort, you know, or like people that lived near here worked here too.
Yeah, and what's going through his mind is it's a very dangerous approach from the Tree Line Inn.
It's kind of a dangerous approach from any direction into, into an urban area, essentially.
If there's anybody there waiting for us, that's not pretty. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna stay there, keep watching, and wait for any kind of traffic movement, anything, just to get an idea of if there's anybody here, is it abandoned, and if there is somebody here, head count, what they're doing, that sort of thing.
All right, so start heading further into the evening, and we start seeing the sun set on the horizon to the west, behind where you're looking, right? And we cut back over to the group of guys, everybody else, the other three, back at the other house. And you were on watch, right, Emmett? Is that right, or was it Merrick that was on watch? No, Merrick set the camp, Emmett was on watch.
Yeah, Emmett would be on watch.
Okay.
I was not allowed to be on watch.
Do you remember what you rolled for recon?
I don't think I ever rolled recon for that one.
Roll recon.
That is a 6 and a 3, so 1 success.
Ugh.
Okay.
I'm rolling a C and a C. You're only going to get 1 success. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, so the evening goes along for you guys, and it's like the sun's moving to the west in the sky and starts setting. It's getting down on the horizon.
Lieutenant Bruce, do you have anything else in your notebooks that you have found, or anything you found, discovered that is
Not really, since we had all this debate whether everything was backwards, forwards, upside down, if we were really looking for mirrors and all this stuff. But, since I think we're heading to this train station, everything's pretty much confirmed that everything was backwards, forwards, and we're heading to the right way. But there's no hide or reason to what we're going to find when we get there. Because, even when I dropped off our guy a long time ago, nothing really jumped out as it's not like there's a big palace or anything here. But
a palace would be a poor place to hide anything, huh?
Exactly. So we're going to have a train station. We know some smart people were there. It's just a matter of what we're getting ourselves into. But we know that, A, if it's in this book, there are more people that know about this than just us. And B, it was something that was supposed to be hidden, but not too hidden. So, take that for what it's worth.
And this man, your memory of this man, did he let on anything else?
No, he didn't talk to nobody. He kind of kept to himself. One of those kind of era superiority kind of things. And, it was just, this man is important. Make sure he gets here.
And nothing he said. Could be something very small that he says that may lead to something else.
GM,
Please.
does anything pop out of anything this guy would have said?
Nope. Not 8 months ago.
No, but Merrick is detective and is pressing suspect or witness is.
I wish I'd have just paid more attention, but in all reality, we were all just a nervous wreck that we weren't going to get him there on time, or it wasn't going to be there when he was there, or he'd get shot halfway there. So, information on him or that wasn't really the thing. It was just, don't die, get him there.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing you know was that this was supposed to be part of some big operation. You know what I mean? That was all you knew. That's it.
But it was of the utmost importance, and, several moving parts all depended on this guy and his input within where we were taking him. But as for what that is, boy, your guess is as good as mine.
Did he happen to say anything about Rebecca or anything like that?
Nope.
I guess that we'll have to wait till Sergeant Murph discovers what is there. Hopefully we are not walking into a trap. Or, what is, like a pit of snakes.
Unless things have changed by a ton in the last several months, this wasn't a heavily guarded, fortified area. There wasn't, a million people there. It was just an important guy to get into an important place with no real fanfare.
Yeah, but like you say, many people have book and information on this place. Maybe they are here first. And, hopefully we are lucky.
So we see the sun starting to dip on the horizon. Murph, we cut back over to you. And you're over there, still watching. And it's fucking, you're looking around, still kind of seeing if you can see any movement. And you're used to this. Like, this is all part of your fucking training, right? It's just watching a location to see if anything happens. Listening. In the distance, you hear vehicles coming in, seemingly from the north, like west probably of you, but like in a northerly direction. You start hearing vehicles, and it sounds like they're coming in on that northwest side of town where the road is, right? And between the buildings in the center, kind of where that train yard is, and like that other building just north of it, there's that little T in the road right here.
Yep.
You see 3 blue trucks pull up and park right there. They just pull up. Each one of those trucks has 4 people in them. And they start to get out of the trucks.
Any weapons mounted on the vehicles?
No, not really. But everybody in the vehicles has weapons, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're kind of watching. And, like, they all have, like, assault rifles, things like that. But they all appear to be in, like, civilian clothes, right?
So 12 total.
Right. One of the people you recognize right off the bat through the scope. And you realize it's Yuri.
Motherfucker.
You see him, he's talking to a woman, right? And there's a couple other people there, and he's, kind of talking to them. And there's this other gentleman, a couple other people he's talking to, and he kind of like points up to the northwest of where he is. Like that building to the northwest, he kind of points over there, right here. And he looks at one of the guys and points and says something to him, and like you see the other guy go to that building just behind where the trucks are parked, and then he says something to the other guy, and that guy goes to the building to the east, right? And you kind of see them post up in those locations. But it's starting to get dark, and this is like right at the edge of your like visible range at this point, because from where you are compared to like once it starts getting dark, the distance you'd be able to see, like this is right at the edge of it.
So my assumption is they've now got guards posted here and here.
Yeah, and you see the rest of them start to go into that building, except for 3 of them kind of post up right there. And they're kind of like posted up in the rubble out front on the eastern side of that building, and kind of looking out that direction.
Anybody carrying anything or anything like that? Besides
all of them seem to have
obviously?
weapons. The 2 guys that ran into those buildings to the south of there and kind of posted up there, they had assault rifles. One of them had an M16. The other one has an AK. The other ones have AKs also. And all of them have assault rifles of some sort, either AKs or M16s or M4s. And they also have like duffel bags and shit like that.
But nothing was transported in the vehicles into the buildings or anything like
No,
that?
they were carrying duffel bags when they went into the buildings.
Okay. But those are the guys, I'm assuming, that are guards.
Yep. And Yuri and 6 other people, including a woman, go into the building to the northwest.
But they're not carrying anything besides weapons.
The ones that went into the building, they are carrying stuff. They are carrying bags. Roll me a d6, Chris.
This motherfucker. Like a bad fucking penny. 6.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's a 6.
Yep. All right, what is your plan? Because now we're heading to the night. Kyle, roll me a weather roll for the nighttime.
A 5.
Still clear. So, fortunately, your distance that you can see has not changed. So you can still see this area, but that's about...
He's going to linger for a little bit just to see if any more vehicles come.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, then he's going to DD back to the camp.
Okay, so when you say for a little bit, like half a shift, a little bit, or...
No, I'm thinking like hour.
Okay, so you're going to get back in the middle of the night shift, essentially. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you camp out there for a little while, and you're watching it, and you don't see anything else. It's just these people and the ones that went inside that one building. That's it.
Fucking Yuri, of course. The whole time he's observing what's going through his head is like, I should have killed him here. I should have killed him here. I should have killed him there. All right, he's gonna... Yep, if he doesn't see anything else after about an hour or so, he's gonna make his way out.
Okay. And you start pulling out and making your way back to the camp.
Do you need a recon roll for the
Yep.
exfil?
Yes. And it is a opposed one, so...
Okay, I've been A and A, so no bonuses for darkness, but...
Yeah. Either way, it's a negative on theirs, not a bonus on yours.
Oof, 6. Oh, shit. 6 and a 5. Is that pushable?
It is.
6 and a 7.
Okay, so 2 successes.
I mean, it's better than a lot of 2s, but...
Mm-hmm. All right. So you start to back off towards the northeast, towards your guys' camp. And it doesn't seem like anyone noticed you.
Nobody shot at me, so I'm assuming I'm safe.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you start going back towards the camp. Roll me a survival roll.
Survival. 6 and a 4. God, I'm barely squeaking here.
Okay, so you don't get lost and you're able to get back to the camp. We're about halfway through the night when you make it back to the camp.
Because that's the universal signal.
Yep, of course. All right, so you get back, Chris.
Who is awake?
All of us.
Yeah, everybody's up.
Okay. Emmett, you're not going to fucking believe who's there.
What do you mean?
At the train station.
Who is there? Tell us, please.
Yuri.
Who?
At the train station?
Yes.
I mean, his last known whereabouts was that castle, so...
Merrick looks over at LT. Who is this?
I'm not sure who Yuri is.
Captain Emmett, who is this Yuri?
Well, I
Brief
mean, when...
rundown, because everybody already fucking knows.
Yeah. When this all started, he was our captor for the most part.
Oh, so he was man in charge of POW camp.
He was head of torture, anyhow. I don't know if he was in charge of the whole thing.
Oh, he was interrogation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he is here?
Oh, he has turned up many, many times. I'll let Emmett explain, but fuck that guy.
He's a very intelligent man. But he has questionable means and integrity, so it will definitely be proceed with caution here. I don't know if I wouldn't think he's mad enough to release this virus on the world, but it doesn't surprise me that he would be here.
Okay. So this is what we know. This is NATO place, right? Is NATO facility.
And he drove up in a blue truck, so which doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay, blue trucks are, remind me, blue trucks are World Health Organization, yeah?
Yes.
That's our assumption, yes.
Okay, so we assume they're WHO. So this Russian man is with WHO at NATO facility.
Or he stole the trucks.
Or he stole trucks. Possibly. Could be. And they were doing what?
So, three vehicles pulled into the train yard. He posted up 3 guards, him and a woman who I have not seen before, and 6 others. 6 or 7 others went into one of the buildings.
There are 12 people in total.
So yeah, so if you take minus the 3 guards, now you're at 9. Him and the girl, now you're at 7. So him, the woman, and 7 other people went in the buildings.
Okay, so it's total of 12 people.
Yes. There were 5 people that were left outside, and 7 people went inside.
That's what arrived. I don't know if there were more. I saw no movement before they got there. So if there were people there, they never came out.
So no movement as far as, more personnel
Nothing.
in or out of the facility?
Nothing until those 3 trucks pulled up.
Okay,
The other thing you did notice, Chris, that the person that was in that group that he communicated the most with at that point was the woman that went in to the building with him.
Yeah, the woman kind of seemed like his right-hand person.
Okay, so WHO is, I would say, neutral organization. Is not Russian, is not NATO. They have own objectives, in my experience.
Yeah, the blue trucks, though, we've had experience with them. Well, we told you about the time that they
With the fire.
shelled the village.
And
Yeah.
the shelling, yes. So they are unscrupulous or efficient, however you would like to.
But it seems like their goal, right, was to keep the virus from spreading.
Okay, so if this man is linked up with people who are trying to keep virus from spreading, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe he is no longer Russian. Maybe he is now person.
I have a very hard time putting him and doing the right thing in the same sentence.
Pot, kettle, pot. 100% out of character. Okay, I understand you have history with this man, but maybe... Here is the thing. What were our plans for virus? WHO, huh? Because they have the means, the facilities to take care of this, possibly find vaccine. But they are already there.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that's if they're looking for a cure. They might just be looking for an excuse to kill people.
I mean, that is what we have experienced directly.
Now, Merrick, this is also the same guy. Remember we told you about the time we were in another village with the priest that we met and we were attacked by raiders? He led them.
Right. He was,
So he's always kind of had his own little mercenary army, so to speak.
So he has his own objectives. Okay, so we are careful here. But what was, I don't know.
I understand the conundrum, right? His motives are unknown.
I mean, even WHO motives at this point are unknown.
100%.
They seem interested mostly in stopping disease, but they hold, from rumors, I have heard that they hold human life, maybe.
Secondary.
They will eliminate disease with extreme prejudice,
Yeah.
as we've seen firsthand.
Yes. So if this man is with them, maybe their extremism aligns for this moment.
Yeah, I mean, on the off chance, maybe they're trying to find a cure.
I would hope they're trying to find a cure.
I mean, I could see WHO looking for a cure, but from what I know of Yuri and the type of man that he is everything is a power play for his next move. He is,
But he has no moves if disease kills everyone.
Yuri is the type of man who never has no moves.
If disease kills everyone, including him, he has no move.
He would still have a move.
If they find some kind of cure or vaccine, he and his people or whoever take it, and then you unleash it on... Yeah, there's all kinds of possibilities, but here's the conundrum. We can't exactly go in with guns blazing because we don't know what they're doing. It could be good, right? We'd be fucking up something positive. And we also can't just walk in and like, hi.
Perhaps a ruse. You know this word, huh? Is a French word. Is a like
Distraction.
fake.
Well, the good news is neither you or I know anybody in there, and none of them know us.
That is right.
So,
Lieutenant Bruce, what is your take?
I mean, I also could come back as, hey, I was here months ago delivering an intelligence agent. I'm obviously on your side. Everybody's dead. I've come back to see where I can help.
That is not a terrible plan.
But if this guy's as bad as they say he is, then something really bad is going down here.
I mean, there is only one way to find out.
I'm not going to lie to you. I so wanted to pull the trigger.
Why didn't you?
Probably the same reason he didn't pull it the last two times he had the chance.
Yeah, there's always
Self-preservation?
there's always a if this then that. There's always consequences. He's pretty good at putting us in.
Could you
positions.
could Emmett, could you teach him what went through your head when you just murked Valentine? Because I mean, there was a whole lot of ways that could have gone bad, but at the end of the day,
I'm sorry, what happened to this Valentine?
there once was a debt that needed to be paid.
Yeah, we basically sold our souls to get into Krakow. We made a deal with a gentleman named Valentine, and he put us into, I mean, best case scenario, you could call it indentured servitude. And once I realized that had run its course to the point that we were putting ourselves and others in jeopardy, First shut eye he took, I made sure they didn't open again.
Yeah, he was just a bad guy. Like, he'd just kill people, like, in that city for no reason.
Picture former Russian operative turned Russian mob turned wannabe kingpin.
And he was, possible child trafficker at the same time, so.
Lieutenant Bruce, say that thing again.
He would just kill people. I mean, I thankfully, me being me, I wasn't as useful to him, but, you know, he and Murph had all kinds of crazy dealings going on everywhere, every which way but loose. But, I mean, like we started, we're like, he's a little shady. But it turned out he was real shady, and he was just a cold-blooded killer when it all came down to it.
I think he was referring to the child trafficking, too.
Mm-hmm. He used to own a bar where I almost got killed by a tiger, but that's a whole nother story. Whole different...
Oh, you were at Bunker.
Yeah!
Okay, I know this bar. It came up, what is shithead, fuckhead that ran it, what is... He was, Wait, you were at the Bunker, and he used to own bar. Man who owned bar was killed.
Yes.
I'm just listening to the player canon at this point. This is amazing.
So, man who owned bar was killed when new KGB fuck take it over. What was
well,
that?
he pulled back and said, you know, other people got this bar, no big deal.
Beret. He wasn't a KGB.
Beret, paratrooper fucker. That's it. He was Russian fuck, I know that.
Yes, exactly.
That's it. He was paratrooper. He had the blue beret.
And
but at that point, Valentine started operating more in the dark, more.
It was
covert
Shelko.
Rape
Who's
and
running the
murder
place
stuff.
now.
Shelko, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
And Valentine wanted to take him down. He had like a blood oath to take down his operation. But anyways, the world is a better place without him. That is the end result of that.
You do know the Valentine name, by the way, because you remember that from the wedding thing. But that's beside the point. We cut away. We cut back over to the Shepherd's Flock camp. And we're in the tent where Anna was with some other people after she had like set the people on fire and like she'd eaten and slept and like whatever. And the guy Adalbert was there talking to her. And he's like, you know, nice to meet you, blah, 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 type shit. Anyway, he kind of like stands up and looks around the tent. And looks at everybody here and he's like, all of you are all being chosen for a higher calling, a higher purpose. It is our turn to do the Lord's work. And all of you have a very special place in that. And our country is forever in debt to you. If everything goes as planned in the next few days, we should have our divine weapon that we've been looking for. We know where it was located. And I've sent out some of our troops to retrieve it. They should be back in the next few days. Until then, just relax, pray, and prepare yourselves. Thank you. And people kind of clap and, you know. And he turns and starts to walk out of the tent. Jeremy, what does Anna do?
She rushes out after him.
Okay.
He's outside the tent, right?
He's outside the tent now. And we see him. He's maybe 10, 20 meters ahead of you at this point.
She's going to wait until he is in the most open position and then call after him.
Okay. He kind of stops and he's talking to somebody and he's like still making his way past, and you can still see that there's like some vehicles between the location that you're waiting for him to get past and whatnot, that line of sight. And he kind of stops and he's talking to a couple people real quick, and he keeps walking and like stops somebody else and is like talking to him and like points over in another direction, and like he goes off that way, and he starts to move out into what would be an open area with clear line of sight. Jeremy.
Brother Adalbert, brother.
Yes, Anna, was it?
Yes, it's Anna Kaminska. I just, and she rushes up to him, and she's just, I just wanted to let you know I'm so happy I'm here in this. I'm so happy I'm here, and I just want to let you know that you are doing the Lord's work.
We can see this whole moment through the scope of Sully, like watching Anna talk to this guy. Continue, Jeremy.
I feel so blessed to be a part of this very moment. And she reaches up to embrace him, and she kisses him right on the mouth.
Sully, you know that was your cue. That's
Yep.
this is the guy.
Can we assume I've got slow aim on?
Yes. At this point, yes. Okay. And I would also assume you'd wait till her head's not also there.
Yes.
Yep.
She doesn't step back very far.
Yep.
So that would be called shot, headshot.
Mm-hmm. You're about 300 meters away.
Okay, so +2, -2. Now I'm going to have another -1, right?
300 meters. What's your range on your...
I'm looking.
Does him having a spotter help?
+1?
Actually, yeah.
Damn. Range is 20.
Okay. So yeah, you're at the -1. You get a
the spotter
+1 for
goes-
your spotter.
So it's a straight shot.
Yep.
All right. B and a B. 7. And a 4.
Push it and use ammo dice.
Do you want to push it? No, you can't do called shot. You can't do
you can't use
sniper
called.
with ammo dice.
Ammo dice.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
right. 7. I'm rolling 7s.
So 2 successes. That's 6 points of damage with a crit of 3. Jeremy, your
Damage is 4.
Yeah, I know, but with plus.
Yep. Stack. Yep.
Well, yeah, it was 2 successes, right? So that's actually just 1. So that's 5 points of damage with a crit of 3.
Yep.
Either way, Jeremy,
Pink mist.
you're still talking to him, and he's like, "Of course." It's like, "It's so nice to have you." Poosh! And his head explodes, and we just see like blood running down Anna.
And she just starts to smile.
And we end right there.
That was dope.
Watermelon.
See, told you.
I figured when we were talking earlier today, when you said don't tell you what the signal was, I figured
I knew
you
what
would
it was.
figure
As soon as you said it, I was like, he's going to kiss him.
immediately. Like, that's it.
The Judas kiss.
Yo.
You guys want to take a quick break?
Sure. Yeah. No, that was,
where do we go from there? Holy crap.
I'm good.
I don't know. What are you guys going to do now?
I don't know.
The
I'm
main
no
party,
idea.
because that's where we're at.
TBD. Man, I don't know what's up with fucking 7s. It's odd.
Hey, it panned out though.
Yeah. I don't know if it's superstition or whatever, but when I roll the same number a lot, it makes me nervous.
If you or someone you love is struggling with combat-related PTSD, please call 877-717-7873. Again, that number is 877-717-PTSD. Or you can visit online ptsdusa.org. That's PTSD Foundation of America. If you call, you'll be immediately connected to a combat veteran who understands those experiences. And if you go to the website, they have in-person groups scattered throughout the United States. And if there isn't a peer group near you, they have online peer groups. Again, that's PTSD Foundation of America. If you're struggling, you don't have to go it alone.